Hey there, this is Clay with RelationshipInnerGame.com, and this video is for the guys out there, and this is 5 ways that men kill a woman's attraction for them, okay? So, if you're a guy, if you're trying to go out there and meet some fly honeys or something, what are some mistakes that you might perhaps be making? Let's go ahead and get into this so that you don't possibly ruin any more chances to meet a great woman that you might spend some nice quality intimate time with. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. The first mistake that men make that kills their attraction with women is that they ask for permission and basically don't set the tone, right? So oftentimes a lot of guys, when they're trying to win over a woman, they don't want to come across as too dominating or like any of those other guys out there, those jerks, right? So they want to seem like they're really sensitive and listening and caring and all of that stuff that, I don't know, you've heard on TV or talk shows or something. But this isn't really very attractive for women because most women out there want a masculine guy. And a masculine guy is somebody who's going to set the tone and take the lead. And what that means is, you're not just going to pull up, pick up a girl in your car and, take off in the car to go on your date and turn to her and say, all right, what do you want to do? That's like the biggest killer right there. What you want to do is you want to have a plan and you want to set the tone and take the lead. Now, I know you might be worried that women might think that you're controlling, that you're dominating, that you're not listening to them, that you're not sensitive or anything like that. But it's not the case. Women are adults and they have the power of, if you suggest something, if you say, hey, I want to take you to this Italian restaurant, let's go. They have the power to say, I'm not really in the mood for pasta. What do you think of this sushi place over here? They have the power to do that. They can do that, right? It's okay. All you have to do is just set the tone. And, sure, you might end up going for sushi instead of Italian, and that's totally okay. It's not about sushi or Italian. It's about getting you to spend time with one another, right? But you're going to get some points because you had a plan. You set the tone. You took the lead, okay? And that's going to go a long way. Trust me. Now, the second mistake that a lot of men make when it comes to women and attraction is that they're trying to be somebody that they're not. Okay, and one of the main ways that guys do this, especially these days, is they think that they have to be a pickup artist. Now, I know you may have read books like The Game by Neil Strauss or studied even some pickup artist stuff online. But, if you want to have a real strong, genuine, authentic, emotional connection with a woman, it's gonna be best if you just be a genuine version of yourself. Be the natural best version of yourself. Like if you're, a geeky computer kind of video game guy, it's probably not best for you to go out to like these clubs and just pretend to be like some suave pickup artist. I mean, unless you're like a suave pickup artist, video game geeky tech kind of guy, then cool, go ahead and do that. But if you're like, if that's just not your scene, don't pretend to be that, okay? Just go ahead and be what's most genuine for you, and that's gonna come across a whole lot better than if you pretend that you're, some version of yourself that you're not, right? Don't pretend like you're some sort of outgoing, super charismatic, extroverted pickup artist guy if that's just not who you are. I mean, it's cool if you are. That's great if that's genuinely who you are. But if that's not you, then don't be that. Be the best version of you. And that's how you're going to succeed when it comes to women, okay? The third thing that men do that really repels women and kills their attraction is that they get stuck in what I call the polite trap. Basically, they're not polarizing. They just kind of like go along with what the woman says, and they're like, oh, that's really cool. Yeah, nice. Oh, cool, yeah, that sounds nice. Yeah, I might be interested in trying that out sometime. Okay. Oh, really? That's awesome that you do that. Yeah, that's really cool. Oh, yeah, sure, go ahead. We can do that. That's totally fine. Yeah, I'm down for whatever. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, and you're not really giving her the chance to get to know you because you're just sort of nodding your head and agreeing. You're not being vulnerable with what it is that's important to you. You're not standing up for what it is that's important to you. And again, I'm not saying you need to be dominating or anything like that, but you just want to kind of pull back any sort of pretense of being polite, being agreeable, being nice or anything like that, and just be yourself. Just be who you are. And that's what's really going to give her the gift of getting to know you and give her the gift of really figuring out whether or not she wants to spend time with you or not. Because if you're just, nodding your head and saying, yeah, that's awesome, that's cool, then she's not going to know who you are, and she's not going to feel attracted to you, and she's not going to really want to spend time with you. She's just not going to know who you are. You're just some sort of nodding puppet, right? But if you can actually just be like, I don't really agree with that. I think it's this way, or in my experience, I've found it to be the opposite way of that, or oh, really, that's interesting that you say that. Can you tell me more about your frame of view? Because I actually have thought of it the opposite way, and I just kind of want to understand where you're coming from. Just things like that will really let her know kind of where you're at, and give her the gift of being able to know and experience you for who you are, okay? And when she can actually experience and know you for who you are, that's when there's actually the possibility of her really liking you, okay? It's not about being polite. She's not going to really like you if you just nod your head and agree with her. Trust me. If it were that easy, I would not have to make so many YouTube videos. But seriously, just open up. Share what it is you actually feel, think, or experience, and that's going to go so much further than just being agreeable, just being polite, okay? The fourth thing that men do that kills their attraction with women is they are focused too much on physical attraction and sexuality without grounds, okay? And you know what I mean by this. This is like that cat call kind of thing, that, hey baby, you're so hot, woo, want to get in my car kind of thing, right? Like, we all know that doesn't work. I mean, sure, it might work like 1% of the time or something, but you're going to get slapped in the face the other 99 times out of 100, okay? And the reason that this doesn't work isn't because women don't appreciate you appreciating them and their physical form and all of that. They do appreciate it, but they want to know that you appreciate it beyond just that, right? There has to be some sort of grounds for you appreciating. There has to be some sort of grounds for you to be turned on by them. There has to be some sort of reason for you to really, be attracted to them or even love them, right? Otherwise, it's just like, hey, I like your shoulders. It's like, great, thanks. You can thank my mom and dad for those? I didn't do anything. I just showed up here with some shoulders, right? I'm not going to value that compliment. I'm not going to value that expression of attraction. It's not even really flirting. It's just an expression of attraction. But if it's something that I actually did and you said, hey, the way you just described how committed you are to helping, homeless children with, whatever, through your charity that you run, that really, I find that really attractive. I find that passion, that drive, that commitment to something, I find that really sexy. I really like that about you. That's going to go so much further. And even if it's something like physical, like, I don't know if you're aware of this, but when you just sort of jogged by just now, the way that your ponytail just bobbed up and down, I just couldn't help but notice it, and I just wanted to come up and say that's absolutely stunning. That's going to go a whole lot more than like, yeah, baby, a nice rack. So, just actually be present. Just actually say something that's kind of unique to her, and it's going to go much further than just making these generic sort of cat call kind of things that just don't work. Okay? And the last and final thing that really hurts men in the long run when it comes to attraction with women is that men sometimes just pretend like they don't have feelings, right? And, I get it. As a masculine guy, you're probably not as in touch with your feelings as maybe women are, feminine women are, but, you got feelings, bro. It's okay. You can share them. There's nothing wrong with having feelings. There's nothing wrong with, crying when your grandma dies, your mother dies, or when you see a beautiful sunset, or laughing when something funny happens, or sharing about how maybe you're anxious about doing something. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what makes you alive. That's what gives you and her the chance to connect on something. That's what gives her the chance to feel you. It's not going to make you weak. What's going to make you weak is if you let those emotions control your life. I mean, you can still have those feelings and still do what you're committed to, and that's sexy. That's masculine. If it's when you let those emotions control your life and dictate what it is that you do or don't do, or dictate whether you take a step forward or not, then that's what really turns off a lot of women. But they want you to have feelings. Women really want you to have feelings. So don't think that you need to pretend like you don't have any feelings or anything like that, because you do, and it's also sexy. Okay? So this has been Clay with RelationshipInnerGame.com. If you want to learn more about how to meet, date, and attract the kinds of sexy babes that you want to spend time with, then head on over to RelationshipInnerGame.com and tell us a little bit about yourself, and take a quick little survey and sign up, and you can start getting some tips, advice, and strategies to help you with your dating and love life today. If you like what we're doing here, please give this video a thumbs up, or go ahead and subscribe to our channel so that you can get new updates when we upload and post new videos. And leave a comment down below. If any women want to share their experiences with the men of the world out there, please go ahead and share your experiences about what things men have done that have totally repelled you and turned you off in the comment section below. Get the conversation going. This has been Clay with RelationshipInnerGame.com, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.